To auto-flow, go to Book Controls, Template Picker. Be sure to use the PL templates. PL1 and PL2 are a pair. PL3, PL4 is a pair. PL5, PL6 is a pair. PL7, PL8 is a pair. You'll see that the only difference is that PL1 has the names to the right, PL2 has the names to the left. Same is true with PL3 and 4. Also, because it is an odd page number or template, you'd put it on an odd page. If it's an even, you put it on an even page. This will cause your students' names to be on the outside of your yearbook. When you get down to PL 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13, and 14, the names are underneath the pictures. It doesn't matter about right or left-hand page, except if you want this box just for a large picture to go to the right or to the left on template PL0013 and PL0014. So now I want to auto-flow. I grab the template, I click and hold, I drag it out to a page. This was a PL003, so it goes on an odd page number. Let's say I want to flow on page 17. Notice that my bar is green so I can drop it. If it's red, I'm not in the right area to drop the template. I move to where it's green on the page I want and let go. It's going to ask me, are you sure you want to replace the contents on this page? Any existing contents will be lost, so it will replace anything that was on that page. I choose OK. Now I've placed my template on that page. Now I want to flow my data or that class onto this page. I right click, I go to Page Properties, I go right here. These 3 settings, or really actually 4 settings right here, is what I use to set up my autoflow. I choose how do I want my text aligned, to the left, to the center, right, or justified. I want it to the left. I choose that I do want this page to flow images onto it. So I choose Through, and then I choose the font that I want the names in, and then I choose the size that I want the font of the names. After I have these 4 settings, I hit Save. Then, to flow the data onto that page, I just simply right-click, go down to Flow Book Data. I choose the teacher's class. If it is a sort by teacher book, if it's by grade, I would choose the grade. I go down to the class I want, the teacher I want to flow. I choose that teacher. It says, are you sure you want to flow the data? I choose OK. Once the data has flown, sometimes it'll show you immediately the little thumbnail of all of the pictures. It depends on the load that's on the server at that time. I can actually go and right-click, Edit Page, to see that my images have been flowed onto that page. All right, there's my page. Now I want you to notice that I had included with this teacher one not pictured file. Back when I edit the data, I could tell it not to include that, or I can have it to include it, and I could actually go and find that student right here under my images. If I took a picture of her, I could go find the student that I want and drag it in there. I'm just going to use this as an example, but I would go to my students, I would find the student and drag and drop her in that box. And let's just say, for instance, this is her. Now this is just an example. I know that's not her, but this is just an example. You just simply drag, drop, you pull out the crop, you center that within the picture, and you choose OK. And now I would have that student added in for the not pictured. All right, I can go back to my ladder, Or actually, what you would do here is you would put a title for your page. You would click and add a title for like Mrs. Cooper's class. And then also you go down here and add your page number for that page. All right. Then I want to be sure to save. And I can use the tab to go back to my ladder. That is how you auto-flow a page. Let's say, for instance, I need to flow across a couple of pages. This is like for middle schools or high school that may use a grade flow, where they want to flow like all of the 9th grade or all of the 10th grade, and they're all on consecutive pages. What I could simply do is go to Book Controls, Template Picker. I would choose the template. Let's choose PL001 this time. Drag it off and put it on an odd page since it's an odd number template. Drag and drop it. It's going to replace the contents. Choose OK. Then go back up, Template Picker, and let's get the one with just the names to the opposite side, which is PL002, because these two are a pair. Drag it off, drop it on that page. Now, I want to flow my students across this page, and when it gets down here, I want to finish the flow through this page. So I go to the first page, I choose Page Properties. I choose where I want how I want my text aligned. I tell it, yes, I want to flow through that page. I choose the font that I want. I choose the size that I want the names in, the font size. I choose Save. I go to the next page. I choose Page Properties. I go through, got the text left justified through, choose the font, and I choose the size that I want to flow. I hit Save. Now, to auto flow, let's just auto flow, for example, all of the 1st grade. So I just go up here, choose grade, the 1st grade, flow data. All right, now that time you notice that the server wasn't in busy and I ended up getting all of my pictures. I have flowed all the way through this page and then through this page. Oftentimes, if your little thumbnails don't show up, really don't worry about it. You can also edit the page and make sure that their pictures are on there. You can also proof the page to make sure that the pictures are on there. Then you can also refresh your browser and it'll redraw the thumbnails. And sometimes after the servers have been released enough that they can show you that the page, the proper page thumbnails. Let's see. See, notice now that this page came in correctly. That is how you auto flow.